Yeah, so I've got photos to share and show you. I have so much that I want to tell you. There are things that I can't tell you because of NDAs that I signed, but it's just, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Vic. It is good to be back. Hello. The questions are coming in. This is perfect. How am I going to do this? I suppose I'll show you photos and talk about stuff. And then I might keep an eye on the questions. And if I find a fitting question for, I don't know, the day that I talk about, for example, I'll try to put that up. If I can make that work. I don't know. We'll see. But that's a good plan, at least. You know, plans are great. So we're gonna do that. If you have questions, Q:, and then the question, but I suppose that's not a serious one. I don't think I brought back any COVID, because why would I? You know, it's not something that I want to do. And also, I just had it, so I suppose it's alright. Also, I was careful, so, you know. Way more careful than for TwitchCon. I'll put... Oh wait, I can't put this here because I'm gonna... I'll have the photos here. So I suppose I can put the questions here on the other screen. Alright, yeah, no, I suppose that works. Photos. You wanna see photos, chat? Maybe? Maybe? Thank you very much for the hype train and just, you know, being here again, supporting. I do appreciate that. It's nice to be back. It was nice to be back. Secrets. I do have secrets, yes. Always. Let's start with my train journey. And then if I remember, I'll throw in other photos because I didn't take all the pictures. So the pictures that other people took and that I downloaded, they're in a different order now. So it's just, you know, all over the place. But that's okay. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Welcome. Happy Monday. There we go. Got music as well. Yeah, it's all a bit all over the place, but you know, it's okay. And I've got this here. I suppose that's all right. I don't know. Just like, what? So, I was at Gamescom, and I had an amazing time. Gamescom is in Cologne in Germany, and I took a train there. Yeah. I would have loved to take some more photos if you had a working phone camera. I mean, I offer you to take some pictures for you and then just send them to you, but yeah, you know. If you want pictures, I could still send them to you. The train. So maybe I should go back a bit and once again recount the tale of how it came to be that I was at Gamescom, because Gamescom actually didn't want me because they think followers count. Followers are great, but you know, the number of it doesn't really say anything about how popular you are, how much engagement you get on stream, how many viewers are watching. So they have this really stupid cutoff point at 25,000 followers on Twitch. If you have below that, if you have fewer followers than that, then you will automatically be denied a content creator ticket. I've got 20,800 and nice right now. Thank you for that, by the way. So they denied me. And I was really sad. And then at TwitchCon, I talked to Thq Nordic, a publisher, and said, you know, I'm not going to be at Gamescom. Sad times. And they said, no, that's ridiculous. We can't have that. We will give you a ticket. So thank you very much to Thq Nordic, who gave me an exhibitor ticket. And then I was really late with booking everything else. So the only train that I could catch still that was reasonable was a night train from Vienna to Cologne. But it was a cheap one, and there was only a seat available in a compartment with 5 strangers, so I couldn't sleep. I dozed off for like an hour. That's it. It's a 10.5 hour train ride. It was delayed by an hour. I couldn't stretch my legs out. It was horrible. There were loud people thinking, you know, hey, let's have a party in a night train in the middle of the night. They had glass bottles, you know, beer, glass bottles. The bottles on the floor. You know, when the train wobbles a bit, then those bottles just clink together, and it was lovely. So thank you for that. Not. I hardly slept. It was horrible. The train was delayed, and then I had to rush to the Airbnb because two of my friends, and I'm very glad that I can call them friends now, Joey Prinks and Jessie Rocks, they were sharing an Airbnb, and they invited me to stay at theirs on the couch. It was a very fancy apartment over 2 floors, and the couch was so comfortable. It was so incredibly comfortable, and they invited me, and I didn't have to pay anything for that. And it's amazing because we haven't known each other for a long time, really. I met Jessie at Level Up, so that was early July this year. And Joey, I also met in person for the first time at Level Up, but I've known her for, I don't know, several months before that via Twitter. But that's it. Like, you know, we don't really know each other, but at Level Up, we just hit it off. And yeah, no, they were super nice, and they're absolutely friendship material now, and they were so cool. We didn't have that much time to hang out together because they were busy with appointments and I was busy with appointments, but we hang out a bit, and it was super nice. So I was on the way to Cologne, and I made it, you know? Made it. Hello, Big Wolfie, it's good to see you. 1 question down, perfect. I'll check with the questions then. Pasteress, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Kirby's mask is very cyberpunk. Yeah, it's the hair a bit, the color and the style. It sounds like an experience. It was an experience, and let me tell you, I'll never do that again. I only did it because it was like, you know, I needed to go there. I didn't want to fly because, you know, flying in Europe is also a mess, but like taking a night train without being able to lie down is something I will never ever do again in my life. It is not worth it. It's just a mess. High-end B&B couches are amazing. They are. They are. I didn't even know that was a thing, but yes. You know, couches can be really comfortable. Also, hello Arch and welcome, and I hope you're doing amazing. How are you? You slept on the floor of several 5-star hotels in Sydney. How comfortable is a floor of a 5-star hotel? Is it more comfortable than a normal floor? Maybe? I don't know. Sounds like an interesting hobby. Do you think it's a hobby? Okay, well. You're debating doing a review series on it. Cool. Yeah, no, you do that. I think that's gonna be hilarious. You should definitely do that. Hello, Rizzy. How are you? It's good to see you. You went to Sweden with your dog, taking the night train over all 13 hours. Drunk party people were the worst. I know. Like, it's... How can you be so inconsiderable? Come on. You know, some people have to work the next day, but... Anyway, so the question thing is working. Yes. Lovely. Right. You said one... Oh, what was it like to sleep in a train full of people? Yeah, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. I dozed off for a bit. That was about it. Which was really sad. Hi, Todd. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the hydration reminder. Appreciate it. Alright then, Gamescom. The train was delayed. 1 hour in total. Half an hour of that delay was in Cologne. Because the train was supposed to go to the main station. But at Cologne West, we stopped before that station. And we just stood there for half an hour. Reasons. Just reasons. I don't know, German trains. Whatever. So yeah, I was a bit late getting to the Airbnb, but I rushed there, I showered, I changed, and immediately went out with the other two to Gamescom. Because I thought, if I'm gonna go lie down now, I'll just sleep and I'm not gonna leave. So I immediately went to Gamescom. And basically most of the time I was just walking around on my own because, you know, the others were busy, so it was, you know, me in a crowd full of people. But also it was really cool. No, it was the Thursday. So I left Wednesday night and I arrived Thursday in the morning. at 8 a.m. And I did manage the whole of Thursday with a party at night because I was so full of adrenaline. But then I crashed. Yeah, no, Deutsche Bahn, German train company is an adventure. An adventure. For me, luckily, it wasn't that bad, but for Jesse and Joey, it was horrible. It was horrible. I felt so bad for them. Oh, did you? Yeah, Nick, I just listened to that. I watched Jesse's stream. Jesse's stream while they were talking about it. And I felt so bad for them. I mean, it's also funny, but I felt so bad for them. My train ride back was really nice and comfortable. Half an hour is only short stop in German train schedule style then. Yeah, no, exactly. So overall it was an hour delay, but, you know, fine. And, you know, me and Gamescom. Some of the photos you've already seen on social media, by the way, because I posted on Twitter and Instagram stories, and I posted like a handful on Discord, I think, but not too many. So yeah. Polish trains are a similar adventure. Oh, I see. Well, and then I was inside, and the cool thing was I had an exhibitor ticket, so I could actually enter before it opened. And I didn't really realize that on the first day because I didn't actually check the opening times. I didn't check. So I'd open at 10, but I was already there at 9. And I just went inside because, you know, I had my ticket and nobody stopped me, so I just went inside. And I didn't realize it wasn't open yet. I thought, oh, this is nice. You know, there's so much space and everything's huge and there are no people around. I thought, oh, this is great. And then, you know, a couple hours later, I realized, oh, it wasn't open yet. Yeah. Reminds you of the train adventure when going back from Amsterdam. What happened? What happened there? Did you talk about that? Universal train problems. I suppose so, yeah. So I was there and I immediately went and looked at the indies. Here you've got Struggling, which I've already played. Dome Keeper, I've played the demo of that. And, you know, this was the indie area. It was also a retro area. Indie area. And I realized I probably should have taken better pictures and not just from the text. I took this picture. It's probably also online, but like there were like, I don't know, let's say 80 plus, because some have, you know, A, B, C, D, and so on.
I want more train adventures. It's been so long that I don't remember it. I was a child, Tilda.
You were a child, Tom. Time to get on an adventure, I suppose. Thank you very much for the 28 months of subscribing. Welcome back. Hello. Stevie Twagman, it's good to see you. From TwitchCon, where the IC only went from Amsterdam to Utrecht. Got cancelled there because of too many people. No. Isn't that a reason to actually keep the train going? Maybe get another one? Just, you know, me things, I suppose. Oh, wow. Hi, Smith Lab. Yes, I am back. I have returned. So about, let's say, I don't know, 100-ish indie games. And there's a list. And I played about half of them already, which is really funny. But I have this list so that I can look afterwards and see, you know, what do I have to wishlist and what not. But the indie area looked like this. Lots of booths. Just, you know, small ones. But you don't really need more than that. And that was really cool. Hello, Grey Fox. How are you? I've read that your foot is better already. Very happy to hear that. I hope you're good. It would have been Rizzy, right? Just, you know, keep the train going. Maybe another train, but... Here we've got the Wandering Village. I emailed with them just recently, and they said, you know, if you're there, stop by the booth. So I went there, but the person I wanted to meet wasn't actually there then. I met her on Saturday instead. But the booth looked so cool. They had this really big creature there from the game. One of the developers made that in 3 days, I think she said. Absolutely incredible. And I actually have these things. Like they give me paper and we can cut that out. Or like I can cut that out and then, you know, do this here so it looks like the game. And I have that somewhere. I actually don't know. Wait a second. They gave me that because I thought that'd be funny to do, but like I don't know. I don't know. Where did I put it? Oh lost it. I lost it. Where did I? Oh no, it's right there. It's already here because I prepared it. I prepared it. It's right there. Just didn't find it. Don't mind me. So we have the Onbu kitchen. That's green because green screen. Here, Onbu kitchen, and then we can cut this out. And put it together. Okay, this is also green. And here's the garden. And here's the garden. And I thought this was a really, really nice idea because then you can, you know, you cut it out and you put it on your desk or whatever. So I thought once we're done with the Legos, maybe we could do this on a Sunday. So I took those because I thought, you know, why not? You want to play that so badly? Soon, Arch, soon. It's a great model, yeah. You back that game? That's really cool. They also told me that for the Kickstarter they made a digital art book, but then they printed 2 art books and brought it to booth, and people were absolutely amazed by it. So I don't know if that's gonna go to print eventually, but they did have printed art books there, which is really cool. There's something similar at a convention for an older game. I think that's a really nice idea because yeah, usually you have stickers, also have a sticker somewhere, and you have buttons. That's a button, right? It's not a pin. But like this here, that's original. I like that. Like a board game out of it. Maybe that will work, weird one, yeah. Possibly. Why not? But that was really cool. So yeah. I took that picture for Cormacker because Cormacker actually works for Hooded Horse. Because he said to stop by and say, you know, Cormacker says hi. The thing is though, I went there and I realized, oh, well, there's nobody there. That's odd. And then afterwards, I realized it's not open yet. But I was there. So Cormac, if you see this, I was there. But yeah, it was kind of before the opening hours. So never mind that. There was also a half pipe there. For, you know, reasons. Why wouldn't there be, really? If you watched the Gamescom opening night live, you might have already seen this. There's a special edition Mini Cooper with Pokemon, and I don't really know if it's a joke or not, but honestly, I can't say if it's a joke or not, but they've got this car there, and it's got like a super fancy LED screen inside, so you can play Pokemon, or maybe only Pokemon Go. And then you can sit on the roof and have a projector project the game on a wall or something, and it's just... It looks really cool. I love minis. It's just... It was a bit odd. But also, you know, why not? And around here, around this area, they had kind of like an auditorium. And that was one of the only places you could actually sit down and chill. And they had USB sockets, so you could actually charge your phone. Which was nice, because Gamescom... If you compare it to TwitchCon, TwitchCon was all about networking and community, and you had chill out areas and beanbags and chairs everywhere to just retreat and chill and talk. Gamescom doesn't do that. You cannot sit. There are no chairs. There's just, you know, no chill out area. People just sat on the floor. I sat on the floor because, you know, couldn't actually sit anywhere unless you went to a restaurant and ordered something. You could sit in the business area. But like in the consumer area, you couldn't sit anywhere. So yeah, that was not cool actually. Presentation was really cringe in the opening night live. Oh no. I had it running on the side, but I couldn't actually listen to it because I was preparing for leaving and stuff. So I had the visuals, but I didn't actually listen to anything. Except for the last 20 minutes. Hello Retro Banana Man. Bill, good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm also glad to be back. Yes, that's good. Next time, bring a chair. I mean, so many people brought camping stools. Brilliant idea. Why not? If you have to stand in line 2 hours for playing a game, bring a chair. Absolutely. I'm gonna take a quick look at the questions. All right, I can look at those questions later. This is a picture I took as a joke for for the team because the Embracer group is basically buying everything. There's Tencent and Embracer, and they talked to me on the podcast about it a lot. So I thought, just gonna take a picture and send it over. German efficiency finally ignored people's needs again. I think it's more like they want people to walk around and queue up for games. They don't want people to chill out. They want people to experience this, to walk around, to buy something. I think it's on purpose. Absolutely on purpose. Hello, Vivi. If you have to stand in line for 2 hours, you're not there. Yeah. I also do. It has to be really special for me to do that. And I as a streamer, would not do that for a game. I don't do that for a game. Hello, Ninzel. Nice meeting you at the Gamescom. I remember. It was also nice seeing you. Thank you for coming up and having a chat. You're actually one of 2 what's the word? Viewers is the word, who found me. So, and you even found me in the business area, so GG. I did enjoy exploring Cologne a bit. I'll get to that later. It's a really funny story. I'm gonna tease it. It involves getting lost to naked people. But yeah, no, overall I enjoyed it, yes. Did you enjoy the rest of Gamescom? Help has been acquired. Yeah, I suppose so. Sokolov, hello. Embrace the takeover, but basically, yes. Someone subbed. Thank you, Reza, very kindly for sniping and gifting us up to Ninzel. Thank you. That is super kind of you, Ninzel. Enjoy. Doesn't make you nervous at all. Nothing could go wrong with massive consolidation. Nah, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. You're tired now. You weren't even at the event. Time for a nap. Tell you more. I will tell you more, but only later. I've got photos, not of the naked people. I've got photos to accompany the story. If you want to draw people into your booth, put sofas for people to rest. Yeah. Yeah. Sofas, chairs, beanbags, something people can sit on so they don't have to sit on the floor. No. I said and, Todd, and not in. Hello, Carbine. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Right, Gamescom. And then it was open for people, right? And then, people were there. That was Thursday. Thursday was a really calm day. I took a picture of that because I thought, there are a lot of people here already. Turns out that was not a lot of people on Thursday. But yeah, for me, that would have been enough already. And then I went to see my friends. And it's really cool to be able to say this, but yes, they're my friends there. No, they were washed. Like, there was nobody actually smelling. But huge halls, and the Sega booth was, from here to here in the back to over there. Story Door, hello. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Welcome back. Hope you're doing amazing. Thank you for the support. I do have lots of insider friends, yes, and it's really cool. So there was a Sega booth, and they had Company of Heroes 3. They had Endless Dungeon, Humankind, Sonic, 2 Point Campus, Total War Warhammer 3, and more that I forgot. But they were there. And I'm really bad at taking pictures, I've realized. Well, because I showed those pictures mystery yesterday, but I kind of... Yeah, I could have taken better pictures. But anyway, I met with friends there. Jordan, who interviewed me last week. He's amazing, absolutely amazing. We completely vibed. He's super cool, and we hang out and chat so much. But also other people from Amplitude. Some of them I already knew, some of them I didn't. Some, it was just... I felt very much at home at the Sega booth, and especially the Humankind one, and Endless Dungeon, for that matter. That is packed. It wasn't. That was Thursday, and there were hardly any people, Reza. It was insane. No, I'm not missing a zoom function. I just took pictures while walking. Callisto Project was there. Yes. Hello, Naroxen. Play On. Koch Media is now called Play On, which I didn't know. I found out there was a Gotham thingy and Saints Row and just lots of stuff. A hall again. Yeah, I probably should have just stopped to take a picture. But then there were so many people and I didn't just want to, you know, stand in the middle of the hall and block everybody. Hi, Mystery. I hope work's going well. Look at me, I'm doing a streaming thing. I still know how it works. There are some booths that look really cool, and you know, a lot of thought and work went into this, like Skull and Bones, whatever that is, actually. But work is good. Awesome. Because Mystery and I are watching One Piece, right? We're not going to play the game, but there was a huge Luffy here, which is nice. You did it correctly, yes. Yes, I see the question pop up. I'll answer it. I'll answer it a bit later. Farming simulator with a real tractor. And I got... Someone subbed. Thank you, Will, very much for the Prime Gaming. Spending it again. Thank you for 26 months. Welcome back. And a wonderful Monday to you. I got insider information about the tractor. Because apparently it was so much fun getting that in the hall that everybody from the booth just... Well, not everybody, but, you know, lots of people from the booth asked to drive that tractor a bit and just go back and forth because it was so much fun driving it in a hall. So they kind of did that before people arrived. Why not? You know, I would have wanted to do the same. The amount of cars and farming equipment spread across the Gamescom was unreal. It was, right? But then it's Germany, and for whatever reason, Germans, Austrians, like that region in Europe, we just really, really love simulation games. And also the farming games. So like Farming Simulator is huge in Germany. So it kind of makes sense. But it was also really funny. Yeah, that's real equipment. Yeah. Yes, Mystery, you can. The tractor was huge. It was. And then THQ Nordic. I had a stream from there on Thursday. And I think we're actually getting to this now. It was an insanely huge booth. I have better photos from a different day, but just to give you like an impression for now. What was that? Hi, Polo. Did you make it home safe? It was good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. After a hard day at work, let's chill down by doing some more work, but in a game. But it's a game, you know, it's different. The plane was late as always. I'm sorry to hear that. At least you took a plane. I mean, I took a train back, but it was not a night train, and also I actually went first class. So that was nice. That was really nice.
Hey, who told you the number? That's a mystery.
Was it 204 or 203?
I think the alert answered your question, Reza, right? It was 204. Thank you for the bits. You're the first one to find it. Sounded almost like you. What a coincidence, Mystery. I don't... Odd. Thank you, Reza, for the bits. Yeah, different regions have different likes in games. Not that other regions don't like those then, but like there's a specific focus on certain genres depending on what region you're in, which is really interesting. Enjoy your work, Mystery. Thanks for liking. So yeah, THQ Nordic, Outcast 2 was there as well, and they had the wrestling game here with an arena, and the important bit for now is this here in the back, the THQ Nordic Live Studio. Because... okay, well, first we go with this. There was one of the pro wrestlers, because they had, I think, 4 pro wrestlers there for autographs and for show wrestling. And this one was just doing, you know, acrobatics on the... What do you call it? The fence of the ring? Like the... You see that, right? He was standing there on one leg, going up and down and balancing on it, on the rope. That's a rope, thank you, yes. Hello, Hans. It's going great, thank you. How are you? Happy Monday. Had a great time at Gamescom, absolutely. See, that was really cool. But the live studios is something that's important. We'll see the rest later on as well. But I had a stream from THQ Nordic because they gave me the ticket for free. So I said, you know, I'm gonna stream. That doesn't do anything
This
special.
combination?
Well, thank you very much, Will, for 402 bits. Thank you. It's 204 for the mystery, Elias. Yeah, so I signed up for streaming and I picked Spellforce Conquest of EO. Yeah, and then I arrived there. And I make my way to the VIP area. I'll go up, and then this was Daniel from Nerdstar, who I didn't know of, but apparently Nerdstar is huge. I apologize for not being aware. My knowledge of German content creators is very limited. So he was overseeing the whole production there. And he said that, somebody's in the studio right now, but, in a couple minutes, they're going to be done, and then it's your turn, and you're going to be the host. You're going to be playing Spellforce, and also here's Pia, a developer from Spellforce, and you're going to interview her too. I'm like, sure. I can do that. Yeah. I thought I'm just gonna sit there, there's my PC, I've got my 2 monitors, I'm just gonna stream a game on their channel. But no, I was supposed to be the host of their show for an hour, interviewing a developer and streaming a game. And it was a surprise, yes, but it was also an incredible surprise because I've never done something like this before. It was an actual studio, 2 cameras, a whole production team. I had the producer in my ear telling me, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, and so on. And then he told me, wait, and then you could look down to, onto the booth area, really, the wrestling arena. This is Pia, by the way, working on Spellforce. She's doing the story and narrative stuff. Super, super nice, and she was really nervous. And then this is what I was looking at. So that was the main camera. That was the camera for when I was talking to chat. I knew it was live when the red dot or the red light was on. The thing is, when I talked to chat and I looked into that camera, they didn't immediately switch it over because the person had to do that. So I looked at the camera and then 3 seconds later they switched over to that. Then I had to read Twitch chat, and then I had to read YouTube chat, and then I had the game there. I had a mouse and keyboard on my lap, and then I had Pia to my left. So there were so many things, and it was like, but I think it did well. I actually haven't watched the interview yet, but I think it was okay. And thank you very much to you, because I saw lots of you in chat, and that was really cool. So thank you for watching that, being there. Thank you, Tap. Thank you, Bill. Reza, appreciate it. Flamethrower. Thank you. Yeah, I heard Grey Fox. I saw the video of that altercation. Altercation? Is there a C in it? Oh no, I'm not sure. A musician you follow on Insta was invited to Thq Nordic too. Yep, looking for me in the background of her pictures. That's awesome. Did you find me? I mean, it was there a couple times, but not too long, I suppose. But yeah, so no, that was really cool. I really enjoyed being a host of a show. That was super fun. A million things to keep track of, yes. And also, so this was my monitor for the game, but the UI was a bit tiny. I know it was a huge monitor, but it was so far away. It was sometimes hard to read what was on. The chat was actually readable. That was not an issue, but the game was a bit too small. But oh yeah, well. No, I didn't get a list of questions. No, I did that. It wasn't my first interview. It was my first time hosting a show, but it was my first interview, so I got this. But no, I didn't get a list. It was just altercation. Thank you. I was a pilot. I was a pilot because Why? Hello, Dredvink. Good to see you. Welcome in. Mac Divine. Hi. I had to wing it. I did. But, I wung it well. What's the past tense of wing? Anyway, there was a question that I'm gonna pick now because yes, this one. Anything you'd like to say about Conquest of EO or Jagged Alliance 3? Conquest of EO. I had the stream and it was really cool. I asked Pia lots of questions, or you asked Pia lots of questions as well. So if I'm gonna link the stream actually, because you can watch it. Because she answered the questions, which was really cool. There it is. I then on what was it? That was Thursday. On Friday, I had a presentation for both Jagged Alliance 3 and Spellforce Conquest of EO. What I can tell you is that it looks really cool. They're working hard on it. For Jagged Alliance 3, there are a lot of heroes from 1 and 2. Or no, do you call them heroes? Characters. In the third one as well. So if you've played the previous ones, it's going to be really nice to just see them again. You can destroy walls and stuff. So if you've got a gun that has a high impact, you can shoot through a wall, which looks really cool. They got great voice actors. For Spellforce, you'll notice that when you watch the stream, it's really cool because the story is somewhat flexible. So you get to decide, are you going to play it like this, or are you going to play it like this? There are cool things in the works for it. I can't say any details though, I'm sorry. Winged it. I think Wung it is cooler. Wung it is definitely, anyway, I had the controls and took off and landed successfully. Right, well, I was a pilot then in that sense, yes. Jagged Alliance was a game in the 90s, yes, and I grew up with Jagged Alliance too, but they're making a third one. There have been others in between. They're making a third one because they really want to just, you know, get the feeling of the old ones again. Because the ones in between, they weren't successful. They were not good, apparently. But yeah. So that was the stream. And it went really well. It was super cool. I had a lot of fun with it. Pia was super lovely. And then I went back to my friends at Amplitude. Because on Thursday night, I was invited to a Sega party. Sega party including Amplitude, Relic Entertainment, Creative Assembly, did I mention all of them now? Probably not. I suppose 2 Point Studios were there as well. Developers published by Sega. That was a party for them. And a couple of VIPs were invited too. And I was actually on the guest list because they checked my name off a list. I was listed as a VIP. I was a VIP at a party on a guest list. It was so cool. It was so cool. But before we get to that, I have a funny story to say about this. It was really fancy, yes. Yes, it was. It was a game that you tried to get into several times. Some of your friends liked it. You always got disinterested. Right, no, I really, really liked Jagged Alliance too, as a kid. The VI key, very important, Kiri. True. Absolutely, yes. I did not get a pink diamond IRL, but also I wouldn't really want one, you know. Now I have no channel points left. Like, not quite. But yeah, so we were talking about at Amplitude, we were talking about how to get to the party. I said, you know, but I'm just gonna walk, but I don't know. And then they said they're gonna take a taxi, but we were 5 people. And then I once again said, nah, that's all right. You take a taxi, I'll just walk. But then Jordan, you know, said he was gonna walk with me. But then somebody said, nah, we're just gonna get a bigger taxi. So we got a taxi. And nobody but me spoke German. They tried to convey to the driver where we wanted to go, but the pronunciation obviously wasn't German enough. So the driver didn't understand the address and also couldn't read it from the phone. I don't know. I think like he was, don't hate me for this now, but very stereotypically German, slightly unfriendly and annoyed with people not speaking German. So you didn't really try to understand it, I'm gonna say. So it was a bit of a back and forth of the people from Amplitude trying to really trying to pronounce it correctly, right? But it didn't really work. And then I realized, like, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes later, I realized I speak German. And I felt so bad because and then I just said, oh, you know, it's that street. And it was really funny. And everybody really laughed, except for the driver, because the driver got really annoyed and said something along the lines of, you know, why not speak German immediately if you know it? Well, excuse me, I've been talking English non-stop for several days. I might have forgotten I speak German. Duh. So it was actually a really funny situation. We absolutely annoyed the driver though. But like, you know, suddenly he understood the address and we actually got there. I speak German, right? It was really funny. It wasn't on purpose. Like, I just forgot. No, that's not true, Quepsy. I speak German. Österreich is not a thing. Anyway, that was really funny, but we made it. And then we went to the party. It was in an old what's the building called where they make ships? Werft? Anybody in English? What's that called? Yeah, I did forget that I speak English. A shipyard. Thank you. Yeah, so at an old shipyard on the 4th floor, there was a party. It was really nice, modernized, open, and there was a terrace around it, like balcony terrace thing around it, right next to the river. And it was really nice and very fancy. Good food, good company, and I met lots of other developers and had great conversations. Also, that was just on the side, but I looked at it really nice. That was on the way still to the party. Hello, Sneak the Drake. Well, that wasn't it, but it was... I didn't actually took a picture of the building we were in, but I took a picture from the building, from the terrace, looking outside. Hi, Talinia, SB4, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're definitely not an Arsenal. But that was nice. Good view, good company. It got later and later and later. But it was really nice. And then it was, I don't know, I think 10:30 or so when I left. Because my friends were already back at the Airbnb. And they were really tired already. And I know that they usually go to bed early and get up early in the morning. And there was only one key. And they couldn't let me into the apartment. I mean, obviously, because they only had the key, right? So I had to actually ring them out to open the door for me. So I didn't want to be too late. So I would have loved to stay at the party and just talk some more. But also, I didn't want to be just rude. So I went back to the apartment so they could let me in and not have to stay up super late. So yeah. Random buildings. Yeah, random buildings. And then I walked home. And that looked so surreal. But there was a purple light going up, highlighting the trees. And the building behind it was lit as well. And then it's just, I don't know, made for a really, really cool image. And it actually looked like that. It looks wrong. It just looks wrong, but also really cool. Yeah, that was day one. That was Thursday. Now we're already at Friday. On Friday. You have questions that I'm gonna answer now. I'm gonna put Mystery's question here because yes, you can ask questions like this. If you want to ask me a question, Q:, then the question in chat. It will be put in a list. I broke into random buildings and I made my getaway. I'm not sure how you got that from, where you got that from, but no. The next day, Jesse had a stream, and we accompanied Jesse to the convention, to the streaming area once again before it opened. Here they had this really cool, I don't know, parkour, like one of those, you know, those shows. I actually forgot what they're called, so that's a great comparison. But you know, these shows where you have to do athletics and just don't fall. Make it to the end from the parkour and then you win something. Ninja Warrior. Possibly. So they had that here too. And it looked so much fun. And I really wanted to try it, but also I didn't want to do it in front of all the people, so I didn't. Fall Guys? Like in real life Fall Guys. Anyway, so I didn't try this, but I really would have liked to if there were no people around. But anyway, so there was that. Oopsie. And now comes the THQ Nordic booth. And that goes together with Rez's question, favorite booth.
Someone subbed.
Because it is this one.
Oh, what a lucky number.
Hello.
Very cute Kiri Dance, thanks for 13 months.
Thank you for 13 months, Rings. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you had a great weekend. Hello. He also didn't do that because he was scared of falling. Or failing. Yeah, like, I really wanted to test myself. I probably couldn't have done it anyways, but I wanted to try, but like on my own without people watching. You do impromptu interview, but you won't do a Ninja Warrior run. Yes. Yes. I'm comfortable with cameras. I'm not comfortable with eyes. Sounds a bit weird, but that's what it is. Anyway, so my favorite booth was THQ Nordic. It was impressive. Like, the detail, the size of it. Once again, Outcast 2. Just look at all that detail. Then you walk in there and just amazing. And they've got this portal. We already saw this shot, but now there are no people here, so this is really nice. All Elite Wrestling. There you've got recreation. So you recreations. You go in there and then you sit in cars and play the game. Here's a wrestling arena. Sorry, I went too past. Here you see like just the size of it, right? And then if we get closer, there was Destroy All Humans 2. With this here, which was really funny. Then they also had cosplay, like 10 small people cosplaying as aliens, doing really funny things. Oh, that was super, super cool. If you do a Ninja Warrior run, if you can't complete it, just be sure to fail spectacularly. Lovely. A live audience definitely makes a difference, yes. Then, this is Joey, by the way. Posing with the alien. Then this is me being awkward with the alien. I tried to pose, but I just ended up being awkward. So, you know, it happens. It just happens. But it was really funny. And then you've got the next game. The Valiant. You've got the next game. The next game, Tempest Rising. By the way, Valiant, Tempest Rising, strategy games coming up, RTS. It's going to be really, really cool. I saw presentations for those. I'm very excited about them. Spellforce, Conquest of Eo. Then they had the next house, and you could walk into each of those houses and then, you know, try the games. SpongeBob game. But the detail, like, wow. Alone in the Dark, very scary. Got a mouse pad. It's bigger than mine, so I'm probably gonna switch and use it. Or at least use it while I clean mine. Asking for a friend, can you put a mouse pad in the washing machine? You get it. It would also be awkward if you saw an alien. Yeah, no, it was totally fine, right? You didn't get a notification that I went live. You checked new notifications on. Twitch notifications, you know. Hand wash. Damn it. Yes. Yes, please. Mystery just Q jumped, but yes, please. Hand wash only. All right, never mind then. Yeah, no, so that was really cool. Also, that looked scary. Then there was the recreation. You would go in there and then sit in like
Wienerist
car.
is a thing, Kiri cringe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Nick. What's cringe about it? Thank you very much for the sub, though. I appreciate it. Wienerisch is totally a thing. I'm not really good at it, though. So yeah, that was my favorite booth because it just looked absolutely amazing. It was really cool. It was huge. There was so much attention to detail. It was awesome. Xbox was there. I had a long talk with somebody from Xbox on Saturday. Impromptu, but Xbox was really cool. But the not so cool thing is that they had a huge, like several meters tall spider there. Very detailed as well. And I didn't take a picture of it, and Mystery is upset with me about this. But you can see the spider legs here on the side. But I took a picture of this because I thought, you know, that's good enough. That's good enough. I'll get back to that later, by the way. Let's go with this maybe. Was there a game which surprised you or you now want to have it? So I didn't actually play any games, right? I watched lots of presentations of games though. And what surprised me the most was Tempest Rising, because I just signed up for, hey, look at a presentation of our new strategy or new RTS game. So I didn't really know what to expect, and that was Tempest Rising, and that looks really, really, really cool. And I'll definitely wanna stream this once it's out. I mean, Baptist, you just paid channel points for that, but please use Q:, for the rest of the stream. But, you know, it wasn't that bad. At least, you know, people I came into contact with, they all showered and used deodorant, so it was totally fine. No stink. Cookie, hello. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're good. You're knackered? Oh no, what happened? Did I enjoy the horror games? Well, I didn't play any horror games. This looks also really cool. That was recommended to me by Joey, because Joey knows the developer, or, you know, a developer. So that's interesting. I took a picture of that so I wouldn't forget. Jesse, you know, waiting until the stream starts. It was interesting. Oh no. If you're knackered and it was interesting, that might have not been that good. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Oh, Cookie played horror games. Oh, well, now I understand. I understand. Why is the cup so big? So that I can put more of my drink in it? How much do I weigh? Lovely. What's the point of that question? 55 kilos? And I can say that with a 100% certainty because I actually weighed this morning. But what's the point of that question? Rude much? You did, right. Your friend is doing a study on emotions, emotional regulation and vital signs when playing a horror game. Oh, that sounds so interesting. That sounds really interesting though. Yeah, I get that you're knackered. No, absolutely. Like, wow, horror games, they really put me through emotions. Yes. Trying to know how much meat it will find. Maybe. Don't do that. Anyway, so there's also Lego. But that was a really cool Lego thing. That was a, I don't know, 2-meter high Bowser. And it was super impressive. And I was wondering, like, how do they get this there? I suppose it's glued together. I hope. And then they just bring it in one piece, right? Is that how? I actually don't know. How does that work? Okay, Meat Finder. It's a big cup or I am a small thing. So weighing has nothing to do with being small or tall, right? It's none of your business. I feel very offended. Just think about asking before asking questions, all right? Thank you very much. But the appropriate question would have been, whoa, this is a big mug. You know, how much does it fit? It fits ½ liter. So this is how you can be polite as well. Please be polite instead. Hello, I'm a flanker. Thank you very much for the raid. Big Lego sculpture indeed, yes. Hello. How's it going? Welcome in. How was your stream? I hope you had fun with Farthest Frontier. I remember I raided you. You were playing Farthest Frontier, right? And you had such a highly advanced city already, and I felt really embarrassed about mine. But like, how much better is it now? Are you basically done with the game? How are you? Welcome in. Hello. I hope you enjoy the day off. Also, hello, Lex. Welcome in. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate that. I hope you had a great time. We're just chatting about Gamescom because I was at Gamescom. I came back late last night. And I'm showing pictures and people can ask questions with Q:, and then the question. But please ask questions about Gamescom. Questions that are not mean. think about the questions, basically what we just talked about. But yeah, hi. How are you? Thank you for raiding. Hi, Sarah. No, it's not like, you know, how much I weigh is not a secret, but like in the context, it was just very rude. Anyway. You're a little spread out on this new run. You're getting ruined on your Friday start. Oh no! Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, Half Sponge, welcome. You bet it was brought in different parts. The sculpture was also moving. But it's glued together, right? Nobody's building that here. I suppose. Lovely question. Lovely question. I don't have a scale here right now. I don't know how much that weighs, but it's almost empty, so not much. You feel embarrassed too whenever you see Flanker City. He's just so good at the game. It's impressive. Gamescom was absolutely incredible. It was super, super amazing. I had a great time. I had lots of meetings. I gave an interview. I had a stream from there. I have new projects planned now. I met people that I only knew online, and I met them in person for the first time. I met completely new people. I met people who I already met before. I met a friend I haven't seen in 3 years because that was the last convention I went to, basically. And it was just overall absolutely amazing. Super, super, super cool. As a business person, as a consumer, I'd not go. I honestly wouldn't go. Right. Just like you did then. Oh wait, that's not okay. Talking about cons though, you're definitely not sitting here in your TwitchCon hoodie. Perfect. Very, very good. I love my TwitchCon hoodie. It's so comfortable. You would think the big Lego thing requires some outside assistance to keep them together. Taking small parts for moving. Yeah, no, that actually makes sense. Like have, you know, one leg, another leg, and so on. That does sound very likely. As we always felt though as well, if you don't have access to the business side and do things there, it's not worth going. I agree. I agree. Also, hi Val, it's good to see you. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with the explain or the just, I don't know, summary and showing pictures. Skull and Bones without people because I was there before it was open. Someone sub. Theranim, hello.
Carrie Hype, Carrie Hype, Carrie Love, Carrie Smug, Carrie
Thank you very much for the support for 29 months and tier 2. I do appreciate that. Welcome back. 1 year of Humankind. So that was Friday. I mean, we were already at Friday, but Friday I had 9 meetings. I had 9 meetings on Friday, but I made them all fit. Some of them were back to back. With some of them, I had like half an hour in between, which was just enough to quickly run to the bathroom, get another drink, sit down. And the business area at Gamescom is really cool because you basically just have, I don't know, cubicles. You see outside what publisher it is or what company it is. There's a reception. Then you go to the reception and say, hey, you know, I'm Thq and I've got a meeting with, or I'm here for the presentation for X game. And then they show you to the meeting room, and then there's a meeting room and it's closed off. And if it's a big publisher, then they also had catering there. So you could get free drinks and free food and just hang out. And you know, you had chairs there and tables and everything. The meeting rooms usually had sofas, so they're also very comfortable. And I had a meeting with Amplitude for the new Humankind content that I can't talk about. Sorry. But there's stuff coming. There's stuff coming. That's all I can say. It feels really bad, but you know, I can't say more. So dedicated to meetings. Cookie, I love convention life. I absolutely love that part of my job, and I'm so sad that I missed it for the last 2 years. But then also on the other hand, for the last 2 years, I was a small streamer, or I just, you know, I grew, so I probably wouldn't have been as busy, or it wouldn't have been
Sounds
as exciting anyways. But now people know me, developers know me, publishers know me, you know, companies know me, and I don't know, like, I love this. I absolutely love it. I had so many great conversations with people, and just random conversations as well. Just, you know, I'm talking to this person, then somebody else comes over and you introduce yourself, and then cool things happen at conventions, and they wouldn't happen otherwise. I'll talk about more of that later. CS Walk, thank you so much for 1 year of subscribing. I do appreciate that. Thank you for continued support. Enjoy the emotes. Humankind Kiri hair update DLC. Wow, a paid one, right? Humankind Kiri DLC. Well, I can neither confirm nor deny any of it, but stuff is coming. Blue stuff's coming. What? The weirdest feeling when they know you and you've never seen them before. The weird feeling comes when they actually don't introduce themselves. For reasons, you know? Like, I talked to some people and they said where they were from. As in, you know, hey, you're 2D Kiri, right? I know you from that company because we've worked together before. So they say what company they're from, but they actually don't say their name. So that's the weird part. But because obviously they see you if you're a streamer with cam, but you don't see them. So if they, you know. No, Ninzel. You actually said who you were. But other people didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't know. The cough was kind of sus. Oh, it's just, you know, lots of talking over the weekend. That's why I'm drinking tea. Now it's over. Ah, Mama yet. Hello. Hello. So yeah, humankind. Was there a question about humankind? Oh god, there are so many questions. I will never get this done. Alright, maybe get this question now. Would you recommend Gamescom to a non-German speaking person? How easy would it be? So Gamescom is the biggest international gaming convention. The biggest gaming convention worldwide. So the staff, they speak English. There are companies there that don't even speak German, right? I'm pretty sure that in every food stand, like, you know, the security, all of them speak English. So it'd be totally fine, you know. You could go there, you could queue up for games, you could play games, you know, ask questions, talk to the developers, because it is international. I don't recommend Gamescom for consumers, but it doesn't matter if you speak German or not. It's absolutely fine. Every now and then you'll encounter a rude German person. I've encountered two, but I need to say that I counted them outside of Gamescom, because at Gamescom, it's a gaming convention. You know, we all have the same interests. We have this common ground. People are nice, but outside of it, the taxi driver was rude, and then one of the waiters was absolutely rude. Absolutely rude. I'm not sure if that was because, once again, they were annoyed by non-German speakers, or because he was not annoyed because I spoke Austrian German. I'm not sure, but like there were two very rude Germans. Other than that, you know, everybody was nice. I've gone 5 times. You don't speak any German. There you go. Thanks for your input, Belle. Just avoid the nasty taxi driver, exactly, and that rude waiter from that one restaurant. 90% of people start speaking German to you until you say, yeah. So that's the thing too. Germans, obviously, there's a lot of Germans at Gamescom because, you know, it's just there, right? And they will approach anybody with German, but then you just say, hey, sorry, English, and then it's fine. You know, all good. They do speak English, but I encounter that a lot. Germans just going up to people and starting speaking German. I didn't talk to the naked people, Azalbo. Indie game section is probably the best part as consumer. Yes. Absolutely yes. Alright. Lovely. Hello, Motone. Good afternoon to you too. How many other blue-haired people did I see? Lots. I didn't count. Very many. Not as many as a TwitchCon, but lots. Let's continue. I had meetings with Team 17, which was really nice as well. I stole, with permission, I stole a bag from them because it says Team 17 on it, but you know it's 17. So I asked if I could have a bag. I had meetings with Thq Nordic about upcoming games or upcoming content for games. I had a meeting to look at Gord, and Gord looks amazing. They actually pitched it as a mix between RimWorld and The Witcher, and it looks awesome. It looks absolutely awesome. I got a t-shirt for it as well, but they didn't have small sizes anymore, so I got, I think, a large. I wear S usually. I got a large shirt, which is now going to be a night shirt. But Gord looks super, super, super cool. Highly recommend. Is it stealing if you get permission? Well, I asked for permission to steal it. So, yes. Yeah, because I actually said, hey, is it okay if I steal this? I didn't say, hey, could I get this? I said, hey, can I steal this? And he said yes, so I stole it. All the games you play from this Gamescom. Do you mean what I'm gonna play? Lots. Lots. I mean, I played lots of them already that they had there, but, you know. A polite thief. Yes. Gord was not on your radar. You're welcome. You're welcome. So it's like a colony sim, city builder, RPG survival game in Slavic mythology. And Gord is actually the word for the Slavic fortification around a settlement hundreds of years ago. I don't know what time frame, but that's actually a Slavic word. There's lots of spider screenshots. Of course there is. Of course there is. I saw it. I watched the developers play the game. You remember the trailer? Right, yeah, it's cool, it's cool. And then they had this thing here, which is nice. Like, it has a great atmosphere, and it's got good music as well. You? Yeah, but it looks cool. Yes, it's you, but it looks really good. See you later, Cookie. Jagged Alliance 3. And then I just forgot to take pictures of the rest of them. But I found this as well. Super scary. Like, that thing was bigger than I was, and it was absolutely scary. I was standing in front of it really close, and I was taking the picture, and I was just waiting for it to make a sound or to move. I did not feel comfortable standing in front of that thing. Yeah, but it looked really impressive. I did like that. Oh wait, Cookie left now, and now I answer her question. Well, that sucks, but yes, I got a lot of networking done. It is scary. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. But it was really scary. Oh, here, did people recognize you from the in-game humankind avatar? No, not that. But I was standing a lot inside the Amplitude booth or like the humankind booth, just talking to the developers there, chatting, hanging out, taking a break. And some people came up from the outside and wanted to talk to the developers, and they asked if I was one too, and then I was like, nope, no, I'm not. I'm just, you know, just a random person with an avatar. I talked about the avatar a lot to other people, but nobody recognized me as an avatar. But then I don't look like her, do I? Like a bit, but not too much, I suppose. I'll get to the merch later. Maybe this one now. Where is it? Did you get new companies to be interested in your streams for test streams or such? In a way, yes. One of the meetings was actually with an indie developer, a developer of Obsidian Prince. I don't know if you remember that, but it's a voxel dungeon crawler roguelite game. And I participated in the community King of the Hill challenge with Pagrex together, actually. And the developer just reached out and say, hey, you wanna, have a chat, get some coffee, whatever. And I met with her. She was really, really nice and super friendly. And also she gave me such a nice compliment and said that it's super, super nice to work with me. But also, well, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not gonna grab the tweet, but this is her. Very nice. She tweeted this picture of us, and then she said something like, Kiri's even nicer in person than she's on stream or something. It was just so nice. I really, really like that. And also she said that she's in a Discord server with lots of other indie developers, and they all speak very highly of me. So first of all, indie developers know me, which is absolutely amazing. And then they all like me too. Made me very happy. That was nice. I do like that. My Rao, welcome in. How are you? Hello. Hi Molly. It's true. Thank you. Thank you. It's not just a show, it's me, right? Game devs are people too. No, absolutely. But then on the other hand, streamers are people too, because I hang out with Ryo, who I met 3 years ago at Games City in Vienna. And he was a bit, well, not really shy, but flustered talking to me. And he apologized for rambling on, but I'm just, it's just me. I'm also just a person, and you can also just have normal conversations with me, just like with other people. So, yeah, I'm also just a person. Thank you, Therenim. You're not? Oh, you're a person, Walrus. Nah. Do you forget your dates? Or is there some humankind content happening right now? There is currently still the 100 Years War scenario challenge, yes. But I already failed it. You're Walrus, you're not a person. I see. Anyway, so I had a great meeting with her, but she's actually working for a different company. And she asked if I would like an eye tracker. Not sponsored, but gifted. Hashtag gifted, I suppose. To test how it affects me with my simulation sickness. Because there are several games where you can move the camera around with your eyes or with slight movements of the head. Like if I were to do this motion, then the camera would move. And usually with simulation sickness, my problem is that I see movement that I don't actually do. So if I see movement, but I also make that movement, is that good? Does that work? Does it make it better? Is there no difference at all? So I got this here to try and see if that makes any difference, really. Which is super, 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 super cool, because those things are expensive. And I'm just going to try that. Not now, because also PAX. But once I'm back from PAX, I'm very excited to try this out and provide feedback. And, I don't know, help simulation sickness research or whatever, really. But this is super, super cool. And then if it doesn't work, if it doesn't make my simulation sickness better, I could still use it for content on stream and then just, have this overlay where you just see what I'm looking at on the screen. So when I play with Kiri difficulty, and I miss this huge red arrow pointing at something, then you see where my eyes are looking and you immediately know she's not looking at the arrow, seriously. And then you can type in chat, hey Kiri, there's this big red arrow over there. So that would work too, right? I am sure I have a use for it. I honestly, I probably wouldn't want to use it then, because Kiri difficulty is such a huge thing and I don't want to get rid of that. So anyway. I don't have a list of games to test with it, but she told me some of the games that work with it. I have one, I think, but I need to email her and say, hey, can I get a key for? And I'll test it. Right. PAX West is in Seattle. Yes. Right. Exactly, Motonate. This is what we're gonna use. Yes. I don't know if it's a plugin or how it works really, but I can make it so that there's an overlay so that you as a viewer see what I'm looking on stream. Yeah. A terrible idea. Giving users the ability to draw on your screen in that case. That would be bad. We're not gonna do that, of course. So there was a question with the free... Here we go. Did you also get a lot of free merch? I got a few things from different devs after talking to them. Yeah, so I don't suppose that counts as merch, so that's out of the question. But that was a bit later, but like, who cares about a timeline? I went to the indie booth again on Saturday because I was just on my own because my friends had already left. Left me their Airbnb, by the way. And I was just on my own, so I thought, hey, I'll go back to the indie area. But there were so many people on Saturday, it was kind of insane. So I just strolled around slowly, and it actually worked because then somebody from Data Lake Entertainment, a publisher, came up to me and said, you 2D Curie, we've worked before on a sponsorship for Shadow Tactics. And I said, yeah, of course, I remember. Like, I don't know you, but I remember the game, and you know. And then we got into talking. And I said, you know, my favorite Data Lake game is Deponia because I just love point-and-click adventures. And he said, hold on, wait right there, I've got something for you. So he goes around the corner, goes into the staff area, comes back, and gives me this. It's a platypus. It's the derbiest looking platypus you've ever seen. It's a plushie. And it's from Deponia. So I got Deponia merch. I don't know if you can buy this or not, but it wasn't anywhere. Like, they were not there with Deponia. They just had merch for it there. And it's just... And I got the platypus. And I'm so happy. I'm insanely happy. I don't even like plushies that much, but this one I absolutely love. And it didn't fit in my backpack. So I just walked around all of Saturday with my platypus. It was great. You know, every now and then the platypus just needs to go outside, right? It was so cool because, you know, my friends had already left, and then, you know, I didn't feel alone anymore because I had my platypus. You know, that's my favorite merch that I got. Deponia is amazing, yes. The plushy puss, absolutely. Deponia, super great point and click game. Friday? Are we on Friday? Oh, that's odd. Oh, that's because somebody else took pictures and I downloaded them. Okay, so like weird photo with SpongeBob at the THQ Nordic thing. That was Friday. That was Friday. Coming home from a long meeting day, Jesse and Joey were already in the apartment, and then we decided to order some food. But it being the weekend and Gamescom, we had to wait 90 minutes for our food, and then they forgot the drinks as well. But yeah, we wanted to take a picture, and they... Jesse's is a bit, you know, not the most photogenic person, is that what you say? But we tried, you know, we tried. We spent one day of Gamescom and a flight carrying a talking troll. Yeah, because the platypus. So wait, it was talking the whole time you were carrying it, or just when you press a button or something? That sounds really funny. Where's the wine from? I've got no clue. I don't know if they bought it or if that was in the apartment already. Yeah, long wait for incomplete delivery. Fun times, right? It speaks when you squeeze it. That's so funny, Melina. Right, and then what's this? Is that Saturday? I feel like I'm missing photos. Wait. There's this. Oh yeah, no, of course. I got the dates mixed up in my head, and then it was Saturday. The country where the wine was from. Oh, I see. I honestly don't know because I didn't have any. Joey has good taste of shed. Joey likes metal. And just Joey likes a lot, but she also likes metal. It would be embarrassing now if Slipknot would not be metal, but I actually don't know. Saturday, I took my time because, you know, I didn't need to go there early, so I didn't get to go in before the rest of the people, and there were so many people. There were so look at that hall. It doesn't end. The hall doesn't end. I walked about 22,000 steps each day. There's no end here, and you just push your way through, and it's just I didn't enjoy Saturday that much. It was just too many people. I hang out at Amplitude again because I didn't really know what to do. Then I met Ryo, whose girlfriend was in cosplay. Caitlyn cosplay from Arcane. And she went to the League of Legends cosplay photo shooting. And there were like, I don't know, that many people, lots of them, dressed up as League of Legends characters. And that was super, super cool. Like, the cosplays were amazing. Just look at that Orianna. It was really cool. So I saw a bit of cosplay as well. I did a weekend at Gamescom once. Every time since only weekdays. Yeah, so next time I'll definitely make sure to be there on Wednesday already. And then I'll probably end with just going home on Saturday. Like, yeah. Because in 3 days is definitely enough to do everything. And you don't really want to be there on the weekend anyways. There were so many more cosplayers though, right? Those were just the League of Legends ones. There were lots of Genshin Impact. I saw a couple One Piece. I saw loads where I had no clue where they were from. But they all look really, really amazing. Cosplayers, it's impressive. Like, I can't do that. Hi, Cansley. Hello. Like Monday to Friday? Flying out on Saturday? Right. So much talent, absolutely. It was like, look at those scissors. They were self-made. Like, how? How does it even work? That's a really cool game. In Culinati. From Daedalic. I forgot the pitch now, but when I think it was Daniel told me about it, it sounded really cool. Turns out it was already on my wish list anyways, but that's a cool one. I don't know what it is right now, but in Culinati. I was cosplaying as a ruler in Humankind. I suppose I was. I got my plushie puss, and then I tried to take a picture, but it's a bit grainy. It doesn't matter. And then I realized you can't really see it, so I'll take a proper picture of my lovely platypus. Yeah. Right. I had a meeting with Xbox. Funny story. I was hanging out because I gravitated back to the Humankind booth because, you know, I didn't really know what to do. So I thought, all right, well, it's like 4 p.m. I'm basically done with Gamescom. What to do? So I hang out there, and then I checked my Twitter. And somebody from Xbox replied to one of my tweets and said, hey, you know, if you want to have a chat, you know, come by the Xbox booth and we'll talk. And I thought, yeah, you know, why not? Let's go to the Xbox booth and have a chat. So I'm ready to say my goodbyes when somebody from Sega comes over and says, hey, you know, we're just setting up the camera here. Are you available for a short interview about Endless Dungeon? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But I kind of have to go over there now. I'll be back. So from I don't have anything planned to, you know, suddenly things just happen. I went to the Xbox booth and I met with Brannon, who's... I don't know what his title is actually, but like he's super, super big on accessibility for Microsoft. Wait, I search this here. Oh wait, I actually have the business card here. Senior Program Manager, Gaming Accessibility. There we go. And And we had an amazingly great conversation about accessibility in general, about accessibility at Gamescom, talking about, you know, some booths you can't really access with a wheelchair.
Someone subbed.
Well, almost 2 years.
Thank you very much, Bolero, for 23 months, almost 2 years. 2 years. Absolutely correct. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Hashtag ally. Yes. Yes, indeed. How does a staff person help with a spider? Cool thing, though. Hello, Phoenix. I am a Kiri, yes. Did I try Fling to the finish? No, that's a game that I can't play with my simulation sickness. So we had a chat about that, because he and others at the Xbox booth, they handed out earplugs, they handed out tinted glasses if, you know, people have trouble with the lights. There are some like play stations or gaming stations where you can move the monitor down so that people in wheelchair, you know, don't break the neck if they just have to stare up to the game. They have adaptive controllers there, so like amazing work has been done there. They wanted to do more with the spider, like have a curtain around it, but logistics were a bit wonky and, you know, did not happen. But they have this sign here for that huge spider, so 5.2 meters wide and 2.2 meters tall. If you have arachnophobia, you can talk to somebody from Xbox and tell them, and then they take you through the booth in a way that you don't see the spider. They thought about that, you know? It's just all about realizing that some things might be an issue for people and how can we fix it? What can we do? So you could go up to a person and say, you know, I have arachnophobia. The spider is over there, so they will then not take you there, but take you through the booth in a path that, you know, you will just never see it, but you still would be able to see all the games and play them. And that is so amazing and was absolutely impressive. And yeah, as I said, we had a great conversation about accessibility. And we have projects planned now. I also have something planned with Thq Nordic and Xbox DACH, so the German region, about accessibility and what we could do to raise more awareness. So that was super cool. Also, I got a pin. Not the bag over the head. No, that's not a good solution. I got a pin here because that is Xbox's accessibility logo, which I absolutely love. I think that's super cool. Hello to Drop Dadler, welcome. Yeah, accessibility hype, because obviously it's not just simulation sickness, right? But I know of that because I'm experiencing myself. There's so much more to it, but yeah, it's just there needs to be more work done, and I want to do my part. The star on the sign is something about not saying the gender in German. No, you say the gender. So Mitarbeiter is the male version and the in would be the female version. But the star signifies inclusiveness because there's not just male and female, right? Maybe you're non-binary. What then? You're not male, or you don't identify as male, you don't identify as female. So in German, we have this inclusivity star to signify everything, which is a hassle when you write it, but that's a common way of doing it. That is super cool. Yeah, how you can have this. If you go to a convention where there's Xbox, ask for Brennan, and say you're interested in accessibility, and then you get this. Right. We need something like this in Portuguese as well. Right. Hello, Sparrowlicious. Welcome. The local Greece on local Austrian non-binary gremlin. Greetings to you too. Hello. You felt this, that we're talking about this, right? Ellen Randell, hi. How are you? Rachella, welcome in. Try to remember in many years when you actually go to a convention again. Well, if I'm there, I'll try to remember too. Okay. So yeah, Brandon, really cool. And then, you know, we talked about accessibility guidelines in games and such, and then he said, if you've got any tips, something that we could change, let us know. And I said, yeah, I'd love to do that, but I can't do that next week, so this week now, because I'm going to PAX West. And he said, no way, I'm from Seattle. Which is so cool. So I know people from Seattle now, and he was so nice and said, you know, he could drive me around if I need anything. We could go sightseeing together. He's the boring guy, but his colleagues are really fun, so we could all hang out together. And, you know, I get a tour at Microsoft HQ in Seattle. Because that happens. And it's like, what? How? The thing is, at conventions, you talk to people, right? Everything's just more casual, and it's not like, you know, in an email, even if I had somehow connected with Brennan or other people through Twitter or email, it's not like you talk about these things. You want to keep it short, right? You want to be concise because nobody has time for that. But at a convention, you just talk about things. And I just randomly said, you know, I'm going to be at PAX. And they're like, I'm going to be there too. I live in that city, you know, let's do something. But that's so cool. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Microsoft HQ this week and take a tour, I suppose. And it's, I don't know, like, it's just, it is so overwhelming. It is absolutely overwhelming, but like those things just happen if you network and if you talk to people, and it's, yeah, it's, I know, Vic, right? Like all these things are happening, and it's amazing. So then I went back to the Sega booth for an interview about Endless Dungeon. It was really funny because I played like the beta for Endless Dungeon a month ago, I don't know, and they were asking me questions, and some of them I just couldn't answer because it's not like I just played it, right? So I played this like a month ago and I don't remember, but they asked me questions, and if it gets approved, like it's Sega approved, if Sega approves of it, then it'll be on Sega social media this week. So keep your eyes peeled. You might find me in an interview somewhere. I'm not gonna get too good for you common folk. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'm the VIP now, get out of here. But it's more like, I'm just really happy my hard work is paying off.
Woo, it's a Carrie. I have trouble remembering names, so I think I am just going to start calling everyone I meet by a single nickname. I am thinking Bubbles for everyone, especially the guys. I am sure it will go famously.
It'll be great, Crimson. Thank you. Actually, it will be great, Bubbles. Thank you very much for the 500 bits. Remind me again. No, what am I going to do in Seattle? Yeah, I'll get to that too. So, PAX West. Oh, PAX. I don't have a flight yet, chat. No, I don't have a flight yet. But soon. PAX is from the 2nd to the 5th of September, so this week it's PAX. My flight, because I'm flying there, my flight takes about 15 hours. If I want to arrive, I mean, I would like to arrive the day before, but even if I arrive on the day, on the 2nd, and 15 hours flight, let's say I'm leaving on the 1st, the latest. I think I'm leaving on Wednesday. Like, that just seems reasonable. So right now I'm planning with, hey, I'm gonna go to the airport on Wednesday and just see what happens. Yeah, I might fly on Thursday. I don't have a flight yet, but today I should get my flight date. I'm not sure. No, it's not me, Ryan. It's not me. I don't do any of that. No, I don't need to know now. I'm fine. Hi, Mattress Wolf. So, yeah, if you don't forget to PAX my things. No, I'll PAX my things. The problem is more that I need to do my laundry. I've already done one machine, but I need to do more laundry so that all the stuff that I just had, I can take with me to PAX again. Artemis launch got scrubbed. Oh no, I didn't. Why? What happened? 9-hour time difference. I'm trying to adjust to that already. So last night I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I thought I can do a drongo and be smart about this and already adjust to like a semi-Pacific time. So I tried to stay up as late as I could, but it's been just a really exhausting week. So I stayed up until 2 a.m, went to bed. I woke up at 8. So, I mean, at least I slept till 8. I am tired now because I didn't get enough sleep, but I'm trying to just go to bed later. I would love to also wake up later, but that doesn't work. I'll be fine. I want to adjust to mystery time, yes. But the problem is though that mystery has to go to the office, so mystery can't get up too late. But anyway. A leak? Engine bleed. Oh, that's so sad. Do we know when they're gonna launch then? Is there already a substitute date for it? Oh, there'll be flights. There'll be flights. We need Mystery to explain what engine bleed is. Mystery is not a rocket scientist. Friday. Okay, cool. 2nd December. Thank you. That's really exciting. Well, I'm glad I didn't miss it then. Yeah, what was I? The interview. And then we got distracted with packs. Let's have a look at questions, because there are so many questions and people are probably not even here anymore. I answered the merge question. My platypus. Good platypus. What else do we have? That's for later. Do I plan on going to Devcon next year as well? I don't know. Like I thought, I had online access. We talked about this, right? I had online access. Once the videos or the presentations, the panels, once they are online, I'd love to watch a couple of those. I don't know if it's actually worth it for me to go to Devcon as well. I don't know. I don't think so actually. Probably not. A derpy piss. It's a plushy piss. Okay, here. Had you known that you would be doing an interview ahead of time, would you have agreed to it? Of course I would. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I could have just said no, right? So ahead of time in the gaming industry, ahead of time is usually like, you know, a day in advance, right? For me, in this sense, ahead of time was like an hour before, but I wouldn't have prepared for the interview because it's just, you know, it's an interview. Yeah, no, of course. I like giving interviews. I also like doing interviews, as in being the one to interview people. I like all of that. Yeah. Engine bleed is when you cut the engine with a bleeding infused weapon and cause hemorrhage. Yeah, no, that sounds legit. It's basically how it works, right? Oh, because of the networking, and Devcon is even bigger. Yeah, but it's... I mean, talking to developers is cool, and then I can talk about simulation sickness a lot. It might make sense, actually. Yeah. Alright, Carwine. Alright. Was Kiri running around like mad to get to all the meetings on Friday? Actually, it wasn't, because the meetings were all in the business area. So it was in the same hall, which was really nice. And my meetings were between 3 locations close together. So I just, you know, I walked from one to the other. It was totally fine. No mad running involved. All good. I didn't run over anybody or into anybody already. Were you nervous at all while interviewing the developer for Thq Nordic? You asked because I was so natural and composed. I was not nervous at all. No. Absolutely not. And I was nervous before the stream, before I actually made it to the booth, because it was that, oh god, I have to be there on time. And I don't really know where it is. Like, I saw the booth, but then they told me the VIP entrance is at the back. There are stairs. So I went to stairs, but then the guy was confused and didn't know what was going on. Turns out there were other stairs that were even, like, that were hidden. So he brought me to the other stairs and then I was there. But it was like this, oh god, will I make it in time? But once I was there and I talked to the people and everybody was really nice, I wasn't nervous at all. I wasn't even nervous when they told me about, you know, you're going to be the host. This is your interview partner. No. I'm just... It feels really good. Like, I remember my first my first stream from a convention was 2019 in Vienna at Game City. And I had a panic attack. I had a full out panic attack and I almost fainted. Because I was so nervous streaming in front of people. To be fair, they actually had a live audience as well. So it was not just sitting there and people can watch me, but it was actually a live audience on a stage. But that was bad. That was really, really bad. But like the more often I do it, the better it is. So I was not nervous. No. That's why I love going early on the first day is only for business. Scout locations during the day for the rest of the week. I know, and that's so smart, Bellina. I couldn't do it this time because I only crashed at my friend's Airbnb and they said I can only arrive starting with Thursday because, you know, before that they're so busy, they can't be there to let me in. So I couldn't arrive earlier, but next time I'll definitely do that. Next time I'll plan it better as well. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Ninzal. I actually have this one open in a tab because that's the one I wanted to watch, but then I didn't have time. No, Dap. I wasn't nervous at TwitchCon at all. No. That was just my first convention stream years ago. Hello, Dabbing Dirt. Gamescom was in Cologne. It's always in Cologne. So yeah, Germany. How was the cuisine at Gamescom? Expensive. Expensive. So I bought a pretzel with cheese, which was decent. Nothing special. A pretzel about this size, €4.50. Very expensive. And other than that, I just got free food from the business area. Or food that Uncle Sonic paid for. So... yeah, you know. Yeah. But very, very expensive. Yeah, and then Carmine with a question, right? So I'll go to PAX West. Next year, I'm gonna go to TwitchCon San Diego. At least I plan on doing that. And then maybe also PAX East, because East is, you know, closer. It would make a bit more sense than West. But I definitely want to go to TwitchCon in A next year. You know how Pokemon has shiny Pokemon? Is Blue Hair Curing Humankind going to be a shiny avatar? Wouldn't that be funny if they were actually to upgrade my avatar? Or like, not upgrade, but like to update my avatar to have my current hairstyle, but then make it shiny like a shiny Pokemon. I don't think so. I don't see that happening at all. Uncle Sonic. Yeah, I'll tell you about that. If you're flying to the US, does it really matter which side of the country you fly to? Yes, because of the time difference. Because 6 hours time difference is better than 9. Absolutely. You have a list of games to test with it? No. I took a picture of what games are at the indie booth. So I can go back to that picture and take a look, or I'm sure it's also online somewhere. And I'll just go through that again, but I don't have a list, no. Hi, Grunok. You're cooler on the east coast of the US. That's so. Do you do better with jet lag flying east to west or west to east? Okay, so I've been told by several people that going to Seattle is going to be nice because then I just stay up later and it'll be okay. But if you go the other way, this is when it really gets you. So I suppose going back home, so west to east, supposedly is the west way. Steam has a Gamescom category. I saw that. Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay. What about this one? Which of your Twitch colleagues have you met there? Was there some networking which we as a chat will be enjoying to see in the future? Games partners, co-streams. I didn't meet so many Twitch streamers actually. So I shared an Airbnb with Jessie Rocks, who is a really, really huge Austrian Diablo streamer. And we're planning on doing something together, yes. But basically we talked about this since after Level Up, but then TwitchCon happened and I had COVID, and now it's Gamescom and I'm going to PAX. So eventually we do want to do something. But also, if you want to know more of that, so just, you know, I have collaborated with him before, but also with Joey, also a streamer, but also university professor, streamer as a hobby. They have a podcast together. It's called Einsnur. Yes. And I've been on one of the episodes before, but now at Gamescom, they also recorded an episode, and I was on that too. So if you're interested in that, I can give you a link. I posted it in my Discord. Wait. I can give you a link to the podcast, which is a collaboration. But we're planning on doing a stream thing, yes. Right, I met with Chucky TV as well, who started streaming roughly at the same time as me. And we were at TwitchCon Berlin together. So it was really nice to see him again. I mean, I saw him at TwitchCon as well, but it was really nice to see him again. No collaborations planned there. Anything else? I met with Nina. Nina is super, super nice. Yeah, like the collaborations I'm planning right now is mostly with publishers and companies when it comes to accessibility. But I've got stuff planned. There are other Austrian streamers, yeah, they're a handful. I don't need a visa. I need the ESTA, like the travel authorization, which I already have. I don't need a visa. You never get on Pacific time when you go out west. You get at 4 a.m., go to bed at 8 p.m. like an old person. I mean, that's fine, but I probably have meetings to go to and networking events. I probably need to adjust to that time. The metal concert. Yeah, Jesse wanted to wear a white shirt. I didn't actually go to the concert. I had a party at that time. But it was a funny story. It was a really funny story. Ads are gonna start soon. Also, I need a short break. I need to pop to the bathroom, and then we're gonna continue with this. So there are more photos, there are more stories. There are also still questions here that I need to answer. Feel free to ask more questions. Q:, then the question in chat. I'll get to it eventually. I've got more to tell you. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. It's good to be back. I'm glad you're here with me. Thank you for the support. And get something to drink. Keep hydrated. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Anyway, shall we go back to the Gamescom expressions? This is Saturday. My not so busy turned busy day. Because after I was done with the interview, I just, hung out at the Sega booth. And I didn't really know what to do. Right? And then there was one very nice person from Amplitude saying that he's got to go now because he wants to go back to the hotel before the dinner. And he asked me what my plans were for tonight. And then I probably looked very sad and I said, I don't have any plans. My friends already left. I'm just on my own. Sad Kiri. And then he invited me. So I got invited to a Amplitude Relic Entertainment dinner. I was the only non-Sega person there, really. But it was really cool. And so Jordan from Amplitude and I walked to the dinner. And I found this really funny train station. I just thought that was very funny. Looks a bit Italian. Right. Right, you want... Oh yeah, no, Bluetooth. Bluetooth is horrible for wireless stuff. It definitely needed different technology. So we went there. And I saw these buildings again. And they're just absolutely hilarious. They look super funny. But they're also fascinating. I've got so many more pictures of them later. But we were on the way to the dinner. And I had my platypus because I just got it on that day. And it didn't fit in my backpack. So... I took sightseeing pictures with a platypus in Cologne because, that's what you do, right? Yeah, that was really nice. I also took pictures with Jordan together, but he scored them. So I haven't gotten them yet. And I don't think he's posted them anywhere. But yeah, nice pictures. I like them at least. Then we went across the bridge. There were so many people on that bridge. It was insane. Also, like, there were about as many people as there were locks on the bridge. And then other people tried to ride their bike there or their e-scooter, and there was just so many people. The platypus needs a fedora? Nah. Here's the dome, so the cathedral. But I only saw him from there, and then we went to eat dinner, and I had a Flammkuchen, which apparently in English is called flame cake. I don't know why I think that's funny, because it's a direct translation. It does make sense, but for some reason I find it's funny. So I had a Flammkuchen. It was really, really good. Very delicious, with mozzarella and tomato pieces, rocket salad, right? And basil pesto. It does look like a pizza, yeah, but it's a Flammkuchen. It's absolutely not a pizza. For me to have one, it's really good. It is pre-cut and not in a curry way. The dough is very crispy. Yeah, I don't know what kind of dough it is, but it's super thin and it's very crispy. But it's super delicious. Oh yeah, so let's look at that food so that we all get hungry. So at this restaurant, we were too many people. So we had several tables, well, like put together in a line. And then we had to start another line of tables because we just were too many people. Green Slick, thank you very much for spending your Prime gaming here. Do appreciate the support. I'm glad you like it here. Have fun. Enjoy the emotes and ad-free viewing. Thank you. You still know what it is. You've heard about it for years. It's just really good. It's just really good. Hi, Emperor. It's a no yeast pizza? That would make sense, yes, because it's not fluffy. Oh yes, and this doesn't have tomato sauce. That is true. Yeah. Imagine seeing delicious food on your screen when you're about to cook. What are you going to cook, Smitlab? Is it vegan? I don't know what... No, it's not vegan because I had mozzarella on it. It's vegetarian, but yeah. So... we had to start another table, or like sit at another table, and there were two people sitting there already from Relic Entertainment, who are working on Company of Heroes 3, and I had a really great conversation with one of the developers, who's doing oh crap, I forgot. Was it maybe design? I think it might have been design. And it was really funny because, you know, we got to talking and then, you know, everybody's asking, hey, and where are you from? Or like, what do you do? And then, you know, Jordan said Amplitude. And I said, I'm a streamer. I kind of got invited here. I don't really have to do anything with them except for Avatar. And then he looked at me and said, we've worked together before. So yeah, you or like, you know, somebody paid me to play Company of Heroes 3. And then he remembered and said, yeah, I watched a YouTube video about it and such. And we just chatted about the game a lot and about accessibility and simulation sickness. And I once again provided the feedback that we want to be able to zoom out more in the game as well. And I told him how you called it tactical pause, chatical pause, and he absolutely loved that. So he actually made a note of it. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it, but he's probably going to tell the rest of the team that, you know, that's this one streamer who called it chatical pause. But he was really, really nice. And then turns out that Relic Entertainment is sitting in Vancouver. Vancouver is just like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours north of Seattle. He's going to be at PAX, which is nice because, you know, now there's another person at PAX that I know. And also he said to come and stop by at the Company of Heroes booth. So, you know, this is really cool because I go across half the world. And I go from, I don't know anybody but my agent to, I know quite a handful of people now who are also going to be at PAX. And I can go there and I can talk to them. So I'm not going to be alone, which is really nice. So yeah, good stuff. And he gave me tips for sightseeing in Seattle as well. So that's cool. Going to shop in a second too. You might make pizza. What about Flammkuchen? It's dough with oil and without yeast, very thin. Right. I've never made it myself, but it's super delicious. Yeah. Networking for the win, absolutely. Like, it is so important everywhere, not just in my industry, but like everywhere. Networking is so important, and it just works better in person. It's just that's the easier thing to do. If it's online, you don't talk about random stuff. But yeah, you could buy some flatbread, make something similar. Maybe. So yeah, that was that, and I had a really nice time hanging out with them, and then I just made my way back to the flat on my own. Had a not so restful night because I was just nervous because I had to check out in the morning, and I had to hand the key over to a neighbor, and that made me nervous. That made me more nervous than having to impromptu host a show on stream, or impromptu interview a developer, or impromptu do an interview myself. It made me more nervous, so that I, had a very unrestful sleep to have to just randomly ring at a neighbor that I don't know and say, hey, I'm this person staying over there in the Airbnb. I'm supposed to give you the key. Is that you? So, yeah. Social anxiety, what can you do? But it worked out. It was all good. Yeah, I think I have... Oh, wrong direction. There was a balcony as well. And the clouds look really funny. Look at those clouds. They're really funny. Yeah, exactly. In an email, you don't really put random stuff in there. As soon as some connections are forming, you can make it to some restricted events. Things are falling into place. Getting the first place is so hard. Yes. You just need to... You need to get there somehow. Exactly. And I'm finally doing that through, 4.5 years of working. And now finally... Okay, well, let's say it started already last year, but now finally things are falling into place, which is really nice. At least you speak the same language. Oh, that is true. That is true. Right, and then I met with Dab, because Dab came over to Cologne, which was super nice, and we hung out. We did some sightseeing. I know, right? Who's this Dab person? I just thought that was really nice. Nice lighting here. And we went to see the cathedral, Kölner Dom, which, it's a cathedral. It doesn't really look cool in the photo. It looked cool IRL too, though. Just, yeah, 2 years delayed. Exactly, because I had everything booked for Gamescom 2 years ago. But then COVID happened. But hey. Hi, wrongness. Hello. So about the dome. Apparently the things you do in Cologne is you see the dome and you go to the chocolate museum. Don't really like chocolate. We have those churches at home too. So it basically looks like the Wiener Stephansdom, so the Viennese Stephan's Cathedral, I suppose. It was nice. Like, its architecture is amazing. It looks really like very detailed, amazing. Yes, but it's also just a church. We've got those too. You never seen it without massive scaffolding. Yeah, so you can see it here a bit. There is a bit of scaffolding, but it was mostly free, mostly visible. Yeah. You've never seen Dap and Kiri in the same room. They must be the same person. Well, I mean, you haven't, Orzalvo, but there are actually quite a lot of people who saw us in the same room or the same outdoors at TwitchCon. It's a cathedral, not a church. Yeah, but we have those. Anyway, it looks great, right? And then I asked Dap to take pictures. Oh no, first we went inside. Look at it. It looks cool. It looks cool. So we went inside. We took a look around. It looks like I took a picture of this person. I didn't. Not intentionally, at least. yeah. You know, it's nice architecture. It's great art, but... Orionis, that is true. I am from Vienna, and we do have the Stephansdom here, so it's like... They do look different, of course. But it's not like I'm absolutely amazed by it. I wanted to see it, absolutely, because, you know, when I'm there, of course I'm going to see what everybody else is going to see. But I've done that now. I'm good. Yeah. It was Sunday morning. Yes. Yes, it was. Oh yeah, that's true. There was a service because Sunday, right? Hi, Wombat. You can just make longer verifying than you did in the Vienna Zoo. What do you mean verifying? Oh! Do you mean in order to chat? Well, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Why did you not like the Vienna Zoo, though? Because if you want to verify, isn't that just, I don't know, email or phone number or so? Should be done in 5 minutes. Why did you not like the Vienna Zoo? Because it's really amazing. You didn't even realize the significance of showing up to church on a Sunday morning until later? There is a significance. Okay. Anyway, wait, I don't... we don't need to talk about religion. Schönbrunn is beautiful, yeah. And it's huge, and you've got loads of animals, and you have meerkats. So I don't, you know... You gotta stay at the meerkat thing and look at them for at least half an hour, because otherwise, what are you even doing there? No, that's just me. I always get stuck with the meerkats. Right, Daph took pictures of me. Thank you very much for that. And I really like this one. Makes me look super tall. Köln Zoo is terrible. I only saw the signs to it, but we didn't have time to see it. Snow! I know. It also doesn't feel like winter here, but winter's coming. Soon. Why go to a zoo for meerkats? Because cats, you know. You really enjoy zoos, and Köln was massive disappointment. Oh, that's sad to see. Sad to hear. That was a bit of Roman city wall. Here we go. There is a map. So the cathedral is here. This outlines the Roman walls. And here's the river. Right. Walking away from the dome, we thought we're just gonna walk along the river and, you know, have a chill time. And go wherever we want to go, really. So we didn't look at what you could see in Cologne. We just thought, well, we'll go where we wanna. And we did. Also, Dap. This confirms the ship was here before. Yeah, there was a ship. Kiri's taller than the cathedral door. Right, I might be smaller than my mug, but I'm taller than a door. Excuse me. Right, so we went along, or strolled along the Rhine. And it was nice, you know. Saw the houses again here. And this is the Messe, actually. So the convention area, really. Huge area over there, across the river. And the weather was really nice. In the morning, it was chill. You know, not cool, not cold. But also not hot. We found a random mustard museum. We didn't go inside, but like, there is a mustard museum. There's a big mug. No, yeah, of course it is. Have you crossed the bridge with the small padlocks? Yes, I did. Coming from the convention to this side of the Rhine for dinner on Saturday, actually. So many locks, it's insane. It was a small bridge. We made our way over there, and then there was a Ferris wheel that was closed because we were too early. There was the chocolate museum as well, and what's that called now again? Like old customs, like port custom buildings and storage buildings and whatnot. But the thing is, some of it got bombed during the World War. So there was a weird mix of really old architecture and super modern architecture, and that looked amazing. A mustard museum where you lived in the US? What was it? Was it just how mustard is produced, or like what can you expect in a mustard museum? Nice restaurant there. Ooh. Ooh. The Nordic Twitch partners went there. That's awesome. Yeah, so here, for example, you've got the somewhat older building here, and then a super modern one there. There was an Olympics museum. This, for example, like old, modern, super modern. Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. I like to spread knowledge at the Mustard Museum. Yeah, but like, what kind of knowledge? There are all types of mustard in it. They sold the types of mustard as well. Historical origins. Okay. Yeah, why not? Hello, Pillar Angel. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. How are you? Oh, I need to stay with a mouse here. Yeah. So, interesting architecture. Really liked it. And we just walked along the Rhine forever. Seemingly forever. My feet hurt so much. Although on the way there, it was okay still, but yeah. Hello, Sidria. Welcome. You just woke up. That's awesome. Spread mustard. No, you said spread knowledge. Sorry, didn't realize it was a pun. Those buildings, they were fascinating. We found EA, because apparently EA is there. And just, I don't know, old buildings, new buildings, old buildings again. And there was also different stops there explaining, you know, this building, you know, I don't know, at that time the building was used for that and then it got destroyed, or I don't know, and old pictures there. It's really nice. We found a tower. Because, you know, why not? But you could go up the stairs, but then it was just closed, so you couldn't actually go up all the way on the tower. I do like taking pictures up. I'm not an EA founder. Oh. You're feeling a little today, me too, Dad, but for me it's like since Thursday I walked so much. It's just, my feet and legs hurt. Not that I have them, but you know. Right. So cool buildings. And then look at this again. Like, just the tower here. Old stuff, and then all the new buildings around it. It's really cool. I did like that. A random small house. Because why not? I really like the color of this one. So we were getting towards the end of this, and then we went all the way to the bridge. I thought we were already there. Wait. Got closer to the bridge. Here we are, on the bridge. So we crossed the bridge, and we thought, we'll just go back the other way. Also, look at how dry everything is. Like, all of this is just a desert, really. They forgot to upgrade the tower for the tower defense game. Yeah, no, they didn't upgrade it. Otherwise, we could have gone upstairs and then just shoot arrows down or something. Yeah, because why not? So we thought, we'll just go to the other side. Now we're on the other side. And we just go all the way up there to the bridge again. Cross the bridge, and then we're back at the cathedral. Because Dad was so kind and let me put my suitcase into his car, so that I didn't have to go back to the Airbnb. Right, so we, you know, started walking. And we walked, and all of that looked nice from this side as well. And then suddenly, a hole appeared in the ground. And I was walking, you know, minding my own business, chatting with Dad, looking around, taking pictures. Suddenly, my foot steps into nothing, and I stumbled, and Dab said I made a funny sound, but there was a hole in the ground and I just didn't see it, and I stepped into it. It was really funny. I didn't fall, but it was a close call. the sound. I don't know what sound I made, but yeah, I almost fell into a hole. Kiri difficulty, part 1. The cool buildings from the other side. Yeah, I need to clean my shoes still, because my shoes are now super sandy from when I tripped in the hole. No, I didn't get hurt, luckily, but I didn't see it. Anyway, yeah, made pictures again. And it sounds like I'm enjoying the sun, but it's just me having my eyes closed, as it happens. But yeah, nice pictures, which will go up on socials eventually. But now I've got lots of pictures that I can put on social. So we continue along, and we go, and we go, and we go, and we go along the river. And then suddenly there are just, people hanging out. There was a party, just, And then people started getting naked. So there were naked people lying around. We're just, oh, okay. Sure, naked people. Maybe they want to swim or something. I don't know. So we continue. And then we see that, oh, in the front is actually over now. We have to go to the right. We have to go up so that we can go to the street. So we'll continue. We'll go up. And then here we are. Up on that thing. And we realize we're on an island. So this was the end of an island. And apparently people go there for sunbathing naked. Which is totally okay. They can do that. And we didn't just stumble into a naked bathing beach area or something. There were no signs or anything. But also when we got to this side of the bridge, we found signs saying that a rotating bridge is closed until the day before. We didn't see a bridge though, so it was really odd, a sign saying that bridge is closed. We looked for a bridge, we didn't find a bridge, so we continued walking. We go here, turns out we made it to an island. And then we realized, well, we can't go there, we have to go back. No, it wasn't FKK. I don't know, it was just random naked people. So we had to walk back. And then walking... Okay, I didn't take any more pictures. And then walking back, we realized, wait, the rotating bridge would have been here, but it's still not open. So apparently they are, I don't know, repairing it or whatever. I don't think they're just building it. They're probably repairing it. But they weren't done yet, so that bridge was closed. So we had to go all the way back to the bridge that we crossed. We crossed that bridge, and we had to go all the way back to the cathedral. So, we couldn't really have lunch together because I got my suitcase out of Dap's car. We went to the train station. I bought something for the ride, just food for the ride, so that I wouldn't starve for 9 hours. And then we already went to the platform because my train was already on the display. My train was then delayed by 15 minutes, I think. But yeah, so we walked a lot. Lovely. You missed the naked story. Oh no, Todd. Oh no. It's just... There were naked people. And we kind of found ourselves on a peninsula, which we didn't realize. We had to go all the way back. Very sad. We didn't pass the naked people again, no, because we went here on the elevation and they were all the way down. But I suppose it makes sense that they go all the way to the end of this to undress and just sunbathe naked. But it was really funny. Yeah, well. So that happens. Yeah, we kept a better pace on the way back. Yeah, because I wasn't really worried that I'm gonna miss the train, but it was a long way back, and my feet hurt so much by that time. Bill, thank you very much for sniping Todd, gifting us up. I do appreciate this. Well, thank you. It's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you.
8 bits of people can't do basic math.
Appreciate the 100 bits. How are you? Welcome. Right, so that was that. And then, the train station, I was really happy because it said, first it said only 5 minutes, then it said 10 minutes, then it was 15 minutes. But I was happy when it was already the next train announced. But then the delay got more. So other trains just surpassed it really. My train got pushed back and back and back. Then it was gone from the display at all. I got worried for a second, but then it popped up again. And eventually I boarded the train with a 15-ish minute delay, I think. Yeah. So that was my adventure with DAP yesterday. Yeah. Well, no, I didn't catch a face full because you know it's just a naked person. Like I'm not gonna stare. I don't care. You know. If this person wants to be naked there, like whatever. I'm not gonna watch. Like I don't care. You hit increasing delays, as if the train's just waiting outside the station. It might have been actually. They do that, which is really weird. Phrasing. Well, I don't know. No, I can say what I want, Reza. This is my stream. I'm not sure what I said, but I can say what I want. Was the shared car experience okay, going down and back? No. No, taking the night train to Cologne was a nightmare. Absolutely nightmare. I couldn't sleep. So going back though was amazing, and we actually have a question. Here. Going back, was sitting 9 hours in the same seat any better? Yes. Yes, it was absolutely amazing because I had a first class ticket. It cost a fortune, but thank you very much to Amplitude because Amplitude is paying for my train ticket. So it cost a fortune, but I'm not paying that I mean, I paid that fortune, but I'm getting reimbursed from Amplitude, which is super, super amazing. So I had first class tickets. I had so much space with I could stretch out my legs, you know. I had, I think about an hour and a half where nobody was sitting next to me. So I had my backpack and everything on the seat next to me. So I have another picture as well. So it was 2 seats here. So there was 1 seat next to me. Then there was space and then there was only 1 seat there. So instead of 4, you only have 3 in the row. And the 2 seats next to each other, both of them have an armrest. Because in other public transport, if there are seats next to each other, you usually have a shared armrest. But in first class, everybody has their own armrest. Which was perfect, you know? And it's, was so good. Very fancy, yes. So much leg room. You love the single seats, window and ale. Yeah, so I booked my ticket or my seat in the panorama coach seat, window seat. Turns out that might not have been a good idea. But so there was a lot of space. And then I found out that it's quiet. You know, people in first class are usually quiet. Because they might be business people, so they want to work. They just want to be in peace. They don't just randomly throw a party. So it is kind of a class system, but also in that sense it's really nice. Because people who can afford it are usually maybe a bit more considerate when it comes to other people. And it kind of hurts to say that, and obviously it's not true for everybody, but the experience that I made in the train going to Cologne, and then the experience that I made in first class, like they're worlds apart. Absolute worlds apart. Also lots of money. But yeah, no, so that was really nice. And then I found out first class gets their own toilets. And they are cleaned throughout the train ride. So I always had a clean toilet. Toilets on trains are usually the worst thing ever, but I had a clean toilet.
Ooh,
Absolutely, it was amazing. DB influencer, definitely not. No, Deutsche Bahn is... yeah. So the delay increased up to 20 minutes. And then once we crossed the border to Austria, we reduced the delay. So it was really funny. As soon as there was Austrian staff on board handling everything, we reduced the delay so that I only arrived 5 minutes late. Coincidence? I don't think so. Anyways. Oh, I know, Wim. I know. Like, if the... I'm sure there are also people who think they're better than others because, you know, I am first class and I am better than you. That didn't happen here, though, but it was just generally a really great experience. Hello, Burninator. Should not be part of the ticket class thing. All the toilets should be cleaned as soon as they are emptied, especially with the pandemic still going. Oh, I think the toilets get cleaned once the train starts somewhere, but it doesn't seem like it gets cleaned in between. Like, the toilets on the night train were disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, so the panorama seat. Because on the seat, on the side that I was sitting in, beautiful view. On the other side, nothing to see at all. So I had a good spot. But also, I wanted to work the whole trip. So it was a 9-hour trip. And I wanted to work the whole time. And I did. But I also took a lot of pictures because I frequently got distracted by what's outside. And yes, that was along the Rhine. So that was really nice. Mad. Hello. Thank you very much for the resub. Good morning. Thank you for spending your prime here. And also 45 months. That is an incredibly long time. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Oh, horse poo.
I hope you're well. I did sit in the front of the train, right? Yes, I did. I was directly behind the first car, the pilot car. What's it called in a train? I actually don't know. So yeah, that was beautiful. It was really nice. The weather was good. I actually caught another train coming in here. But I actually took the picture because of the castle. So I pressed the button and then another train arrived. The engine, that's it. Your card is broken, but you had a prime available. Thank you very much, Matt. I do appreciate that. I hope you can get your card fixed. So yeah, that was beautiful. Then there's this, and it's so funny because taking that ride that looks just like Austria. It's nice, definitely, but yeah, no locomotive in front. Oh, so the engine was in the back then. I suppose it's the Rhine Valley. It is the Rhine, so yeah. So much complaints about the Deutsche Bahn alone from last week of Gamescom. There we go. Are they really that bad? Yes. Like, yes. Deutsche Bahn is just always delayed. I'm not sure what the problem is now because it seems like just for Gamescom, what people have said, it was really, really bad, like more so than usual. But Deutsche Bahn is known to be delayed. That's just how it is. I don't know why. I don't know how it happens, but yeah. Ah. Oh, I see, Bananator. I see. Developed badly over the last years. I just don't know how it happens. Like, at some point, you just have to start without a delay, right? So how do the delays happen? I don't know. But it was a really nice train ride. I got a lot of work done, and I worked for 9 hours on that ride. I found a castle because I like castles. I found several, but some of them were like we were going so fast that I couldn't actually snap a good picture of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, and a €9 ticket, so trains are completely overcrowded, right? Is the price still shipping in the Rhine? You thought the water levels were really low. They are really low. There is still shipping, but the ships are not at full capacity.
Oh, we need
can't do that. Smitlap, thank you. Thank you very much for the 3 gifted subs to the community. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for gifting to Driver Ben and Kane. Keine Ahnung. That was good. And Corey, thank you very much. Super kind of you. Appreciate the support. Now it's an even number. Well, there you go. Thank you. I wouldn't say that's even, but it's a nice number at least. No, with a €9 ticket you can't go on the ICE. But ÖBB is good. ÖBB is just, you know.
To next year or next con.
It's alright. Thank you, Reza, for the 170 bits kicking off a hype train. Thank you. The next con, yeah, so thank you, Matt, as well, for the 100 bits. Hype indeed. Hype train, because we're looking at photos out of a train. My next convention is going to be PAX this week. The convention after that is very likely going to be Vienna Comic Con on the 2nd of October. And after that, it's probably just going to be something next year. I'm not sure what the first thing is, but yeah, those are my next conventions coming up. You like Deutsche Bahn? Only because you have a permanent ticket. You're not dependent on most trains coming on time as a student. Yeah. No, that makes it way better, yeah. Also, I have to say, like, if you reserve a seat, then it's not that big of a deal. Of course, if you have to catch a connecting train and you're delayed, that can get really annoying. But for me, it was... I board the train in Cologne. I go to my reserved seat. I sit down. And I get off the train in Vienna. And then I just, you know, I go home. But... So I didn't have to catch any other trains. If I had a delay, you know, or if I would have had a delay, would have been okay, because I would have been already in my city. But other people, like Jesse and Joey, were not so lucky. They had 3 hours delay with the first train, and then they missed all connecting trains or buses, because they arrived in Vienna so late that they would have had to get a hotel, because there was just nothing anymore. So they had to be picked up by a friend, and they only made it back, I think, at 2 a.m. and they started at 11 a.m. So that was insane. Pretty much your route when you visit the western part of your family. Oh, so you know it well then. If you're delayed, can you use your ticket on later ones, like an anytime ticket? I think that works. Obviously, if you have a seat reserved, then, you know, and you miss your train, you don't have a seat reserved in the next train, but you can still board it because you have a valid ticket. You just don't get the seat anymore. Yeah, for me, it was only 9 hours with, you know, 5-minute delay, but it's 5 minutes, who cares? Found another castle-ish thing. Just nice landscape. Dry landscape. Lots of desert. Me working. I wanted to post that actually and then I forgot, but this is me working. Yeah, and at some point we went Austria. I don't think that is Austria yet. I think we only made it to Austria when it was already dark and I couldn't take any pictures anymore. The train left Cologne 50 minutes late and I arrived 5 minutes late. You call that a win? Yeah, especially because somewhere in between it was up to 20 minutes delayed and then we caught up. So yeah. I know that it was not an actual desert. I'm exaggerating because it's so dry and there's a drought and everything. Alright, that was that. I do have other pictures still that I just got from, you know, somebody else posted and I downloaded them. So this is Nina. Does anybody know Nina here? I do have a Remarkable, yes. I use it every day. It's so great for working. I love it. What am I working on as? Well, this is my job, right? I'm a full-time content creator, streamer, YouTuber, social media person, influencer, whatever you want to call it. So I've wrote my Patreon newsletter, which is going to go up on the 1st of September for my dear patrons. I thought about emotes, because there's something coming, or at least, you know, I need to talk to Lavi, but I brainstormed about emotes. What else did I do? I prepared for the stream today, and I deleted, you know, photos that I took twice, or photos that are just super blurry, or I've got my eyes closed and stuff like that. I did lots of social media. I'm working on updating my website, so I started writing a bio page and, you know, all of that stuff. Just lots of work that I could do on a train, really. Nina, yeah, so Nina is super nice. She's a German streamer, and I got to know her. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. I got to know her, I don't know, through Twitch, probably, I would assume. when she was still streaming in English, but then she made a new channel and she switched over to German. She got partnered again. And I don't know, like we hung out online. She lived in Vienna during, you know, COVID and the pandemic, and we actually wanted to hang out and do stuff together, but yeah, COVID. So we postponed that, but then she moved back to Germany. I had a streamer friend here in Vienna, but then she moved away. So we actually never got to meet in Vienna. But I finally met her at Gamescom now. That was really nice. She's so lovely. She stopped streaming on her English channel. Yes, she completely switched to German. I've liked her English streams in the past. Right. You kind of tried launching a trend of all pink masks, but failed miserably. I would not wear that. I mean, I don't have to wear black, but I definitely wouldn't want to wear a pink one. I influenced you to buy several games. Yeah, I do that. So that is Nina. And then Joey, Jesse, and me in front of Gamescom. Oh, there's still Viennese streamers. I think. Actually, you don't know. Like, I know so many streamers who live in Graz. I'm pretty sure there must be Viennese streamers too, right? But pink? Yeah, exactly. But pink. Ugh. Anyway, and then we took another picture inside because there was the poster of Goat Simulator, right? So we thought, you know, we're the goats, basically. So we took another goat selfie. It was really funny. Graz is apparently the city for streamers in Austria. I don't know why, but apparently streamers live in Graz, yeah. That was us, trying to make a good photo for the podcast. Yeah, that's this one I already showed you with a secret from Obsidian Prince. Ryo's girlfriend dressed up as Caitlyn. Looked amazing. Really, really cool. She made the gun herself, and it was really impressive. Right, yeah, no, Graz is apparently the Austrian Spandau. I don't know why. It's really funny. And then this is Ryo. Do you know Ryo? SDG_Ryo. A really, really nice streamer who I met at Game City 3 years ago. And then, because he was my first interview actually. I interviewed him on stream and then he started streaming himself. And now he does that and he's focusing on Pokemon challenge runs actually. Right, Reza. Yeah, so SDG_Ryo. Check him out. That was that. Those were the pictures. You've made it. You survived. That was my Gamescom experience. I think that's all of it. Like, so much has happened. I probably forgot something. Who knows? But oh wait, the questions. There's still more questions. What's better, a free cheeseburger or the person who offers you a free cheeseburger? Mystery, if you're still listening to this, if I can only have one and I know that you are the person offering me the cheeseburger, oh, obviously it's going to be you. But Mystery collected me from the train station and he brought me a cheeseburger, which was really nice. Hi, you're still here. You lived, yeah, you survived the like almost 3-hour summary of what happened at Gamescom. Yeah, of course you're better than a cheeseburger, you silly. One more question. How many zeros would a monthly check have to make you work at a publisher? Well, I would hope that there is a number in front of that zero. But what would I do at the publisher? Like, you know, I can't code anything. I suppose I could do like social media stuff or streaming specialist kind of things. But I really enjoy my own, you know, being my own boss. It's kind of difficult as well, but I also enjoy it. Yeah, so thank you for joining me, listening to me talk about my weekend at Gamescom, watching the photos with me, asking questions. I did answer them. I hope to go there again next year. I have plans to do so at least, so, you know, if everything works out, I'll definitely be at Gamescom again next year.
Someone said.
And
Carry Dark.
And it's gonna be good. Let's see what happens in the meantime and what I can achieve at Gamescom then, and let's also see how many projects that are now in the works or that I'm now planning actually will be done by that point. Right. Kiri at Gamescom.